Hey guys, Mr. Dalek JD here, and welcome to my high maintenance Easter egg guide for MAXIS' side. I uploaded a video of Richtofen's yesterday, and that one is a lot easier than this one, but if you'd rather attempt MAXIS' side, or at least know the steps to get this side done, then this is the Easter egg guide for you. If you're logged into a YouTube account, I'd be really appreciative if you guys could smack the like button really hard, as this one was so much harder than Richtofen's. It was frustrating as hell. But anyway, let's get to this. So if you haven't already built the nav card table, there'll be a link in the description on how to do that. And you can't do this Easter egg before you have built the nav card table, so make sure you go ahead and do that. But anyway, around the map will be these lifts, and there'll be 4 locations where these lifts will have these 4 circular symbols on them. All 4 players must stand on one on each lift. There's 4 in total, and you know when you've done it right, when the circles light up gold, and you know you've got the first part done. So for this part, there is 4 circular pads as well around the map, and I'll be showing you the locations of those as well right now. And you have to step on them in a random order. These change every single game, so it's a use of trial and error to find which one is in which order. But once you've managed that, you'll know you got it right because they will light up gold, and MAXIS will say the next step.
Symbols in the correct order. An order. You must trigger the symbols. Excellent. The energy fields are changing, transforming, flowing. You're on the right path.
So once you've gotten that step, you want to go ahead and buy the SVU sniper rifle on the wall. It's the door from the spawn room, and you have to head down a couple of floors, but you'll manage to get it. It can be any sniper rifle, but I've said to get this one because it is the most easiest to get. MAXIS says that you need a weapon of steel, and this sniper rifle is pretty much the real deal. It is made completely of steel, and it rhymes. So you want to, whoever has the sniper rifle, get yourself to the roof and snipe the 2 balls in the dragon's mouths. You know when you've done it right because you'll hear MAXIS say something, and you'll see fireworks coming out of the dragon's tails. Now I thought it would be a bit clever and try and quick scope the ball here, but you know, we just managed to get it done that way instead. So once you've done that, the next step is this. Right, the next step is to go into the Buddha room and start killing some zombies. But you've got to make sure that you headed to the spawn room and picked up the balls from the lion's hands before you go into the Buddha room and start killing. A great way to get this part done pretty quickly is if you stand next to the Buddhas while you're killing. And you know you get it right because you'll hear MAXIS say, good, more, we need more blood. And then once you've done that, he'll say that Reincarnation will reveal its way forward. And once you hear that, you'll know that we can move on to the next step. It could take 1 round, it could take 3 rounds, it could take 5. It really depends on how you go about doing this. But anyway, once you hear that, we can move on to the next step. Now this part is the most annoying part. Whoever has the balls, so that's one, or that could be 2 or 4 players, have to keep spinning the box until they can get the ballistic knife out of the mystery box. Once you've got the ballistic knife, you want to go ahead and save up to upgrade it.
Well, when life gives you lemons, make a better gun. Happiness is indeed a warm gun.
Once you've upgraded the ballistic knife and you've got one of the balls on you, come back down to the Buddha room and shoot the upgraded ballistic knife anywhere in the room. It doesn't have to be on the Buddhas, it can be anywhere in the room. Now for me this part seems to be a little bit glitchy, but it does work.
Do you see? Matter must be transformed before it can be contained. The Spire must be energized with fire and light. Create a field with which to bind it.
Okay, so on the screen now is some locations of where you need to place trample steams. There'll be icons on the ground with the lion faces on it to symbolize where you need to place these. And the whole explanation for this is that placing these trample steams creates a pathway between two different points of the map. Now, as you can see, we had one on the kind of lonely lift on the roof where the mystery box can spawn. That path leads from there upstairs from here to where you can get the PDW. There will be a lion on the floor right there, right the second where you just saw me fly past. And the other pathway is from the spawn room over to the pathway on the roof where the lion statue is facing next to two lifts. And you'll know you've done this right because what we're trying to do is shoot the balls between these paths. So the two players that have the balls must be in one of these two paths, hold X on the trap, and it should launch the ball up into the air. As you can see, we've got one ball already in path, you know, shooting between another one. And I'm showing you the other side of that one pathway. And you want to get the other pathway set up as well. So again, the other location for that is just ahead from here on the rooftop with the lone elevator. And once you've done this right, you'll see both balls jumping from one side to the other. You'll see both sets of balls and you'll hear MAXIS speak to you. Now this part's important. There are Mah-jong tiles around the map and I'm currently showing you locations of where they can spawn. You want to be looking for these characters on the right which represent directions north, east, south and west. You want to look for the colours of these tiles especially, and say for instance you find that south is green and you look around the map for a corresponding tile and you find that the tile for the number 3 is also green. That means that south is the third place that you've got to hit on the spire. So you want to go around the map and looking for the directions and colours and find the tiles that are the same colour as the direction, and that will tell you which one you've got to hit in order, if that makes any sense to you. So it could be an order of north, south, west, east, and that'll be all represented by the colours of the directions and the colours of the tiles representing the numbers. So once you've done that, you want to go over to the spire and you want to hit the spire in the correct order of which direction to hit. And once you do that, you'll get yourself the achievement.
I do it for the kicks.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this guide and it really helped you out. If it did, be sure to give it a like rating, be sure to favourite it for future use, and of course share it around with your friends, and I really do hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon.